first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thanks for joining us. We always appreciate you tuning in. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom every weekday, going throughout the afternoon, covering a wide range of topics. And today we are talking about something coming up on Saturday, November 16th, Save the LP Record Show. It is the record show itself we're going to talk about, but then there's more parts to this, and there's charity. There's so many things to go through. To do so, we have the most important person to talk about this right now. We've got Ryan Vesalpour, who is the organizer of this event and one of the organizers. It sounds like there's a lot of people working on this. But Ryan, first off, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us, Greg. Really appreciate it.
Let's give everybody a rundown here. So tell us about Save the LP Record Show. What is this?
Yeah, so the record show is going down tomorrow at the Reeser in Beaverton. It's going to feature over 40 different vendors who are local record stores, local record collectors, sound preservationists that are coming together to bring thousands of hand-selected gems for you and yours out in the community. It is the ultimate record shopper's experience. Your $5 admission ticket, we're going to have Pip's Donut Truck rolling up, so you get free Pip's Donuts, free Lionheart coffee, and a beautiful record shopping tote for you and yours to go and to enjoy. Oh, it looks like it's blurred out, but
it's blurred. It looks like it says something terrible. It does not, I can assure you. That's Zoom blurring it out. But no, that's awesome. So a tote bag on top of it that comes with this.
Absolutely. The whole idea is that, this is a celebration for the community. I grew up in a used record store in Beaverton, Oregon, circa 1992 that my mom and dad opened up called Music Time. And so for me and my sister, being raised amongst music and community was always one of the same. If a community member needed something, they found themselves coming through the record store to share that. And that is what we're leaning into as a family. It was always a wish of ours to bring it back in the form of a record show. A la Save the LP.
What is it, do you think, that about record stores and music stores and things like that that does foster that extreme sense of community with everyone?
Yeah, I really believe that there's this deep intrinsic connection we all have to music, musicians, those who play it and those who, play it for us. And so I've, from my experiences growing up in a record store, I've come to realize that all walks of life come through the door. Everybody with their own stories and their own connection to the community, but maybe their own connection to an artist that you may have never heard of, whether it's Portugal the Man or Frank Sinatra. There is no genre when it comes to community. It's everyone. And so there is this all-inclusive nature to a record store that I've really never seen, take form in any other retail space, if you may. So I think in this time and age, we crave that humanity and we crave connection to each other. And that's why we find ourselves in our record stores.
Yeah, and I think that may play into as well, what seems to be really vinyl getting more and more popular again. More and more production, more bands are putting out, a vinyl when they put out their releases. And yeah, that maybe it's something about that physical aspect of being there with someone and holding a tangible piece of something that you can go home and listen to.
100% agree. I think there's a connection that we're looking to provide by pulling the community together for an event like this. There has been record shows before. It was our dream as a family to do something that involved the entire community. And that has been probably the most exciting thrill for us as a family putting on the event, is seeing the community show up in ways that we hoped for, but it has been completely mind-blowing in terms of the love in the community for something like this.
Well, yeah, talking about that, extending on the community side of things and just talking about the event itself, and then I want to get into some of the other aspects of it as well. But, for people who come out to this, what can they expect when they're walking through there and having these different record stores and collections there available for them to look at?
Yeah. So, 10 a.m. is our early bird. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., that's when you get a lot of your crate diggers, your record heads come through, and they want to find the cream of the crop. Our vendors are traveling in from as far north as Seattle and as far south as the Bay Area, bringing up their hand-selected gems. So as you show up tomorrow, you're going to have the Pip's Donut Truck serving delicious donuts. You're going to walk in, you're going to get handed a tote raffle tickets to go upstairs if you want to play your hand at winning a John Gorley Portugal the Man doodled guitar, record players, gift cards to a lot of your local record stores, and then 40 different vendors, as I said, who've brought their cream of the crop for the community. It is going to be something, as a record lover myself, as a collector, it's something that I would dream of, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the day because it does kind of feel like a dream experience.
I mean, there is that thrill of the hunt of even not knowing what you're hunting for when you're going to look for records. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to find, but I'm going to find something here, that I'm absolutely going to want. I mean, that is a pretty exciting feeling to have, and I imagine this is like perfect for it.
100%. And, it's really wonderful because you can't have a record show without the proper sound selectors. So we have KMHD, Jazz Without Boundaries, DJs, Rev Shine, Derek Smith from the mornings, and Head Nautic coming in, and they'll be spinning throughout the day, all record sets. So you'll find some inspiration and treasures in between meeting people in the community, which is the most exciting thing. We're all getting together, and the proceeds, and I know you're queuing this up, so I don't want to jump ahead, but what we're really excited about is we're doing some amazing things as a community in the name of a record show that really is, for lack of better terms, to use a metaphor, it is an album. The day is an album with a side A and a side B, and we can get to that next.
Yeah, well, talking about that, there is another purpose to all of this. In addition to getting together to go through records and bringing that side of the community together, this is also to help someone as well and help something. And can you tell us about the charitable side of this?
Yeah, I got to go back to music time and growing up in Beaverton at the record store that my mom and dad had. There was always a connection to the community that allowed for us kids to have a very clear mind about connecting with a community member in need. It just so happened to be a community member in need. It goes by the name of Francis, and Francis and Francis Changed My Life became a focal point of what we wanted to serve the day as. So it is her song that we are singing. We are raising funds for Francis Changed My Life, rare disease research for children. She has a nano-rare disease, and when you see anyone, whether it's your family or a member of the community, and you have those thoughts come to mind, like, what can we do? What do we have that we can do that we can all provide? And that's where we started as a family. I'll never forget the day because this has been a record show that we've been planning for years as a family. But I remember the day where my mom and my dad said, why don't we do a side A and a side B? Let's do the record show. And we know that it is your dream to have a benefit concert, Ryan. And I had reached out to John and to Zoe just as a member of the community and also as a fan of Portugal the Man. And we pledged our support. And going out there over the last year and telling people about it has become a wonderful snowballing, from our local record stores to collectors to just everyday people. The same people that would walk through the door at music time are the same people who are showing up. The Pips Donuts, the Lionhearts, who are like, hey, we have coffee. Hey, we have donuts. Let's all do what we can to raise awareness for rare diseases and to raise funds for Francis Changed My Life.
Wow. I mean, that really is, I mean, just going back to what you've said here over and over, that sense of community, and people coming there for this. And, to that extent, just to go into it just a little bit more too, for Francis Changed My Life. So this is going to benefit research for these rare diseases. And for people there, now I understand that side, there is a later thing that goes on, but that might be sold out. Is that true?
It is sold out. Okay. To borrow from my reference earlier, side A and side B. So we have the record show that goes from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You must show up. It's going to be a celebration for all. We will have Portugal the Man limited release albums that are available for just the show, which is going to be surreal. We're going to build out this beautiful Mercado there as well, which will have some of the memorabilia from the band, which I have right behind me as well. And then we have we close and then we reopen for the night. We flip the side to side B, and it is a live recording experience starring Grammy Award winning People's Champs Portugal the Man. And so we're wildly excited to make this an entire day of celebration, but also ticket sales and proceeds from the ticket sales of the day and the night are going to directly benefit 100% to Francis Changed My Life.
That's fantastic, and that's there. So this is something that, again, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. People can come out, hang out, listen to music, get some donuts, some coffee, and go find those records that you're looking for, and all for a good cause. I mean, this sounds pretty good all around, quite honestly.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
We can't do it happening now with you, Greg, and not have something up our sleeves. So for everybody that purchases their tickets to the record show, they're automatically entered to win a pair of tickets, 2 free tickets to the sold out live recording that night. So get online right now, get your $5 tickets, and support a wonderful cause. And I really do encourage your audience out there to get a chance to know Francis, because Francis is a representative of over 150 million people that suffer from rare diseases. And francischangedmylife.com is worth your time, audience, to go check out. But you can head to savethelp.com and get your tickets. Get automatically entered to win and be a part of a night that we are wildly excited. I have to be sure to clue in and thank our support from the community, if I haven't made it clear already. Our wonderful record stores, Pips, Lionheart. But, at the center of it, the Patricia Reeser Center for Arts has been an incredible champion for community. And growing up in Beaverton, Greg, I dreamed of a venue like the Reeser. It is, and if you haven't been there, audience, you have to show up to the Reeser for a show. It is a beautiful sound stage for a concert. There's going to be 550 people that night, so a really intimate setting. And come by and enjoy some free donuts and some community connection in the name of records. I hope to see you all out there.
Fantastic, Ryan. Thank you very much for having some time to talk about this. I know we've got one final special guest appearance here, though, for people out there who may be fans of Portugal the Man. There you go, right there, and that's the actual. Sorry, I'm looking at my monitor. If everybody sees me looking it up, that's the actual one.
That's the actual one. That is right from the stages from around the world, from the People's Champs. Let me remind everyone that Portugal the Man is a Grammy Award-winning band who has done so much for the community. I don't know if you've been to one of their concerts, Greg, but have you been? I should ask.
I have. But it's been a long time ago.
Amazing. Well, then you'll know that you'll see kids to elderly at the shows. And the thing about Portugal is it really is a community. And so I'm super grateful to be a part of this community with you, talking about an event that really does matter for Francis Changed My Life. I've seen it time and time again with the fans of Portugal the Man and the community that we thrive within. It is all about each other, helping each other, supporting each other, and showing up. So really, really excited to invite you guys out tomorrow. I hope you show up 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Save the LP. Go to savethelp.com, enter to win 2 free tickets to the sold out live recording that night, and be part of a community love letter from the community to the community.
There we go. You just wrapped it up perfectly. That's it. You got everything in there. Ryan, thank you very much for coming on and talking about this. I really appreciate it and what you're doing there with all the work, and we're getting the word out.
Awesome. Thank you, Greg. Have a great day.
You too. And for everybody who's tuning in, we are live here, live streaming from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. We've got lots more coming up here through the afternoon. So whatever platform you're on, whether that's our YouTube channel, KPTV.com, or the Fox 12 Oregon apps, all great places to find this and watch these afterward. And of course, share these segments as well. But I'll sign off right now. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.